Yo, you guys hear me okay? We're gonna do a sound check before we start so I don't go through this all over again. It's been about a month since I've done a video, so let me know if you guys can hear me before we start. What up, Crypto Badal, Mikkel? You guys know in the chat if you can hear me. What up, Crypto Duck? Sweet, Crypto Badal, appreciate it, buddy. Well, what is up, guys? I'm Jay, DCA Adventure, back again with another Sunday Sermon cryptocurrency market update. If you guys love our content, please like, subscribe, smash that bell for notifications. If you are interested in learning how to trade or want trading signals because you already know how to trade, or you want access to some badass tools and some badass trading bots, you need to join the DCA Patreon. Join my tier, Trading with a View, and by doing so, you'll get the DCA trading script, you'll have the oscillator and the power tool, and there's quite a few other ones that I've made for the Patreons. You guys will get private access to the Signal channel where I'm posting what I'm trading, when I'm trading. We also have a channel in there for manual bots on Pionex, so that's pretty good. And then you just, be able to shoot the shit with us, and there's all kinds of good free content posted in there as well. But for 25 bucks a month, it's a hell of a deal. So get over there, join the Patreon group. I am currently trading over on Pionex, Bybit, Phemex are my top three right now. I'm doing a lot of DeFi stuff as well. But those are my main leverage / spot / bot trading places. Links for all that will be in the description. If you guys are interested in stocks, Firstrade, link in the description for that as well. You sign up to that, you will get a free stock just for signing up. Have to deposit $0. So super good. And thanks, Crypto Badal. Glad to be back. I've had some personal stuff going on, so I took a step back there for a little while and easing my way back in. But man, have I missed all you guys. So it's super good to be back at it for sure. This is not financial advice. Trading is super risky, so definitely trade at your own risk. Anything involving leverage is even more riskier, so definitely want to know what you're doing, what's going on, comfortable with the user interface on the exchange before you start throwing real money at it. We got Crypto Badal, Crypto Duck, Mikkel, some goblin loser, I don't know. I gonna butcher the name, something tube. Appreciate you guys for coming. Crypto markets all over are pretty green, have been for the last few days, which is pretty good. I've seen a lot of things about bear traps and bull traps. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think and if we really are seeing a bull trap right now. Very possible, but I will show you what to look for to confirm whether we should be flipping full bull or not. Looking over here at CoinGecko, Bitcoin is up 3.6% for the last week of trading, coming in at $46,266. Ethereum up 0.8% for the last week, coming in at 3,178. That was with the fork that just happened on Ethereum, the London fork, I'm pretty sure is what it was called. Cardano coming in at 43% for the last 7 days. My good buddy Boss killing it. He took a nice long position a few days ago, and I was giving him shit about it because we were under the 21-week moving average, but it has busted up above it. So we'll see here in the next few hours if we're going to get the close above it. But it's right at $2.12, so it's definitely making moves. They're implementing smart contracts here very soon, so that is the main factor in driving the price up. Tether coming in at $1.01. Binance, it's up 13.9%. Oh man, $405 on the BNB coin, so that's super badass for anybody using the Binance Smart Chain or using Binance to pay fees on the Binance exchange. XRP 56.7%, coming in at $1.28. I'm holding a small amount of XRP. 23.7% in the last week for Doge. It's tearing shit up right now. 31 cents. So it's making moves, Polkadot, the last video I made, I said I really liked Polkadot. It was sitting right around $16. It is up 5.9% for the week, coming in at $22.30. Uniswap, 2% for the week, coming in at $28, is doing pretty good. Pretty much everything across the board here, guys, is going to be green. All of our stables are going to be red. We all know that. Bitcoin dominance, though, is right around 42.65%. So we should be seeing a lot of altcoin movement. Some Goblin, I use Coin360 too. I really do like that place. We'll just look it up real quick. I wonder, they could be going off like a 1 hour chart. They could be going off of, you know, a 6 hour chart. It just depends. I know CoinGecko is going off a weekly basis. So yes, that's what's going on here. Performance, this is for the daily. So like if we switch this over to a weekly, it'll probably go all red or green. So there we go. That's what the difference is between the two. One is going off a daily price, the other is going off a 7-day price, and you can change it right up here just like I did. What's cool is you can go to the 1 hour. You can do different time frames on this, so it's pretty sweet. I remember when this first came out, I do like how you can move all these around, you can do different things, you can set this up how you want it. It doesn't necessarily have to be Bitcoin the biggest. It could be your favorite asset. So you can do block sizes by market cap or volume. So USDT is probably the biggest market cap right now. We can print infinite amount. So, but yeah, CoinGecko or Coin360 is pretty slick. I do like it. We are up back into $1 trillion market cap, so that's pretty badass. Pretty badass. Yeah, you can do different colors too. You don't have to do green and red, Goblin. You can set different things and set it up differently. When they first came out, they didn't have all that cool stuff on there. So I'll after the stream, I'll probably mess around a little bit with it and see if I can set it up exactly how I like it. We're gonna get off of CoinGecko here. Let me take that off, put that back on. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and jump right into Ethereum right now, just because it's made the most noise here in the last week or so with the hard fork and with all the stuff, implementations they have done. But we're looking at a weekly chart here, and this was posted in the Patreon group a few days ago. Might even have been last week sometime at the end of the week. But we had a triple bottom here on the weekly chart, which is very, very, very bullish. And I do believe I posted it right here. So it actually would have been almost 3 weeks ago that I had posted the triple bottom with the breakout trade here. So if you would have traded this breakout trade as soon as we broke out on the weekly there, absolutely, Mikkel, I will chart the CCX. Now, was I right about that? Is it only GPU mining, or can you mine that with your CPU as well? I was kind of confused. I thought I read somewhere that you could mine it with both. So I was very interested in that. But yeah, if you guys would have traded this breakout, any of the Patreons in the group traded the breakout here, you'd been kicking ass right now. This was before any of the news. This was before the fork. This was before all that stuff happened. You could see it in the chart that stuff was going to explode. So the fork and the news just helped things along a little bit, guys. With the technical analysis, you guys all know that I do not trade off of news. I could care less about any of it. I don't like to even listen to it. I respect what the TA says in the chart. I respect the candles, the patterns, and what my tools are telling me is going on. Most of the time, by the time you hear the news, you're too late to the party. Especially like if you guys, like I've been seeing on social media a lot, and even my wife has said with social media that she is getting a lot more cryptocurrency related stuff. And when people are overhyped about projects, you need to be very wary about buying. Just because by the time everybody's talking about how great certain asset is, it's usually too late to get in. And you want to be waiting for a correction. And then that boils down to you knowing how to read a chart to know where the correction is going to head. What area should you be buying in? What area should you be taking your profit in? You guys should always be taking profit, whether you take 100% profit or you take 90% profit and you leave 10% on the table. And what I like to do is stick with one number. So let's just say $100. So you buy $100 worth of Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up and now you're sitting at $200 worth of Bitcoin. So you take $100 profit and you leave the $100 on the table of your initial investment. And every time it goes up and that $100 turns into $150 or $200, you take the profit off the top. And rinse and repeat. You just keep doing that over and over and over again. That way you always have what your original investment is, but you're still making money at the same time. What up, Golden Wolf? Thanks for coming. What's up, Tech Man? Do it like Burger King and have it your way. Damn straight, buddy. Looking at the Ethereum chart, you guys can see over here that this is a very small area of resistance that we need to get up above to get past there and make another new all-time high. And it's very, very, very possible that we do this. We have 4 hours, 45 minutes left until the weekly candle close. Looking down here at the DCA oscillator, we are just now getting... Well, let's see where the middle exactly is. Scrunch this down. Okay, so we are above the middle. VWAP is sitting right around 25, which is super good. So when VWAP breaks that middle line, you want to be holding said asset. When VWAP turns around, starts going under the bottom, get out. What up, Pocket Change? But we have a ton of room on the oscillator to go up. So it's very, very possible, you guys, that we are going to break this area of resistance right here, and then Ethereum is going to be going on a moonshot. I freaking hate Ethereum more than anything in the world. I think their blockchain sucks. I think the whole friggin' project sucks. So hopefully that, with all the implementations that's going to be going on, might make things a little bit better. Gas fees are still awful. I posted a picture the other day, $16 worth of assets, wanted $160 to move them. Another weird thing, I moved a couple Ethereum Classic. I finally got them out of my wallet, moved them over to Coinbase, and that was like 5 days ago, and it still has not showed up in the wallet. So transaction times are taking god awfully long. You know what? I have not seen if he has posted a video in a while. I was just talking about him today in another group, so hopefully he is good. ETH profit spiking for anyone else right now. Briefly went higher than I've seen currently, almost 3 times normal. What's up, Jeffrey Harrison? Glad you can make it. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, it still is most profitable at the time. Right now I'm mining Ethereum Classic and Ravencoin. I just stay away from ETH, but it's still screwy with Ethereum Classic. What up, brother? What's up, Grits? How you doing, my man? Hope all is well. Glad you can make it. Oh, Techman put his other rig online, that's why. Oh, that's why the mining profit is spiking. Yeah, I'm actually, I don't know if difficulty has dropped on Raven, but just in 3 days I've been running this rig right here. Thank you to Mikkel and everybody, Nemesis, for helping me get this thing going. Nemesis had sent me a badass package a couple weeks ago. He gave me a mining frame, he gave me all the risers, he gave me all the wires and cords to hook everything up. Mikkel gave me a 1050 Ti that's in the middle. I got 2 other 1050 Ti's on the side of it, waiting for another one in the mail as we speak. But I currently have it running on Hive OS right now, but I got almost 70 Ravencoin in 3 days, just off of 3 cards. So I mean, I think it's doing good. I noticed for the first 2 days I was only getting I was getting about 30 almost a day, but it's seems like difficulty went down a little bit because today I'm almost on my third payout with Raven. So move over, working with the monster. Yep, I figured if I was going to get into the mining space and try things out, I should probably do it with something that will not hurt as bad if I fry something or blow something up or catch something on fire. So I figured the best route was probably 1050 Ti's. They're the lowest wattage card that you can use, and you don't have to actually plug power into the card itself. So it's nice to just plug it into the riser, boom, get going. But yeah, Andy gave me all these fans. I mean, they gave me the hookup. The hookup is pretty slick. I did get a new motherboard for it, but I need an AM3 CPU. But I got this old Gateway motherboard from 1997, and it's running everything. So I think I'm just going to leave it on there. But yes, guys, be watching for Ethereum. It's we got 4 hours and 40 minutes. So as long as we close above that 21 moving average, and that's right around $2,522. We're going to be even more bullish. I do not get bullish. I don't get excited until we keep getting close after close after close above that 21. So we've already had 2 closes. These 2 candles closed over the 21. We should have been very bullish back here. But we're going to just keep getting bullish. Now look for the correction, because there will be a correction. And this box of resistance that I drew 3 weeks ago, you can see that we tested that resistance quite a few times. We finally did break it, and we closed above it. So now resistance has flipped to support. So be watching for the correction right back down here on this box. And where does that box of support line up? It lines right up with that 21-week moving average right here on the end. So if we extend this thing out a little bit, well, wrong line. We'll extend the box out a little bit, and I'll show you guys a little bit better. So it's basically sitting right on top of that 21-week moving average. So it is very possible we are going to get a correction back down to the 2,500 area. This is where I would be buying, guys. Not financial advice again, but this is where I'd be putting in my buys or my long positions. We always, when moving averages are set up like this on a weekly, 21 on top, 50 in the middle, 200 on the bottom, we're going to trade every time we hit the 21 or get close to it. So obviously through here, you would have got screwed and probably stopped out if you would have tried to trade each time we came down to it. But once you've seen this triple bottom, you've seen that we had a nice breakout pattern in here. Patience, guys. Gotta just be patient. What up, Oz? Miss you, brother. Hope all is well. Some Goblin. I need to jump on that Raven mine train. I don't know how to OC my AMD card, and I don't want to flash my RX 480. Get with Mikkel or Nemesis. You know where to get a hold of the guys in the mining Discord there. They'll definitely tell you what to do. I don't have any AMD cards, but I was specifically told by them guys to not screw around with any of those, only because of the headaches that they cause. You know, just using NVIDIA and what I got here is way easier. I set Hive OS up and it did everything for me, so it's pretty great. I use Overcooked Panda for my presets for my overclocks, so it will give you the most popular preset for whatever model card that you're running. What up, High Speed Miner? Appreciate you coming. Golden Wolf, I'm afraid to add new card and change over from monthly crypto 401k. You know what? You can. That's the best way to do it. If you move anything, like you can put Bitcoin into an IRA, and then you're not paying taxes when you trade in and out of that IRA, which a lot of people don't know. So if you go anywhere, you can set one up on Webull for free, and you can put Bitcoin in there. You can buy Bitcoin right off Webull app and put it in and out of your IRA, and you will not pay taxes on that. So might be something to consider. I'm not sure if 401k, if all that, if you would have to end up paying taxes, but my monthly yield on Raven is down about 2k, but profits are almost triple. Great to see as a hodler. And that's right, Anonymous Miner. Appreciate you coming. But that was the same thing. I had mined over 4,000 Raven with my 3060. And then once it started pumping, I sold a bit early, but hey, profits are profits. I'm still mining it with this rig here, so still have some, so it'll be sweet. It is cool to see it pump, and I've thought that this whole time once I started mining Raven, looking at the charts. And that's the cool thing about being able to read charts. You know, I'm kind of able to look at the chart. Should I start mining this now or should I wait? So it was a good time when I jumped in on the Raven train. I'd been mining it now for about 4 months. So in 4 months, I've done about 4,000 Raven on one card, on 130.60, and I sold all of it. And now I'm just holding the Raven that I'm mining. It's pretty badass though. The guys got me hooked on mining. It's been a fun journey to learn, that is for sure. But be watching for this correction, guys, at some point down here to that 21-week moving average. Definitely put some limit buys in there. Get your stop losses in just below, maybe 5-10 cents below that 21-week moving average. Let's go over to the Busy Bitcoin. So this is what I drew the other day for the guys in the Discord, where I thought we were going to have a fight. Okay, now looking left on our chart, we see that we have old support right here. Okay, you extend that box of support on Bitcoin, and look where it is. So we know, looking left on the chart, that old support becomes new resistance on the right of the chart, right? So look at it, guys. It's boom, as we carry it over, we got the 21 weekly moving average sitting right there, was resistance. Looks like we had the fight there. We are above the 21 week right now. 4 hours left in the weekly candle, so it needs to close above that 21 weekly moving average. Like Ethereum, it's already got 3 candles above it, so Ethereum's kicking ass. That's why it's time for a correction with Ethereum. Don't try to chase this pump, you guys. I would wait for at least one red candle on the weekly before you think about buying. Yeah, can I get the other half of the 401k, Golden Wolf? So right now we are fighting resistance right around the $47,000-$48,000 mark. We need this close right here. If we can get this close right here, we will probably zigzag around here like this, where I have a line drawn in, and then we're going to be fighting that 53,300 area, and then we're going to be looking for the close above that. Looking down here at the DCA oscillator, we are just above the middle. We're sitting at 14.78 with the money flow indicator wave, the VWAP wave. Momentum is starting to come up on the weekly chart. You can see that we did clip off back here with the orange wave. So that is our, hey, stupid, shit's moving, get your trade in. And there it is. You guys see that when that clipped off, we start going up. So the oscillator is a badass tool to have. Badass tool to have. But I think that we're going to fight around 53,300. We get the close above 53,300, we're going back to 60k. And then that 60k area, eventually we need to get it back above this box, this white box drawn in here. We get above there, we close above there, it is going to be great. We want that box of resistance to turn into a support. So eventually we're going to get up here, and we want to see it close, and we want to see it bounce off the box a couple times to validate that support. Once that happens, you guys, it's going to be earn and burn time. Now, we talk about bull traps, we talk about bear traps. What are they? Okay, so a bear trap is when price is going down and people start shorting it, and they start shorting the shit out of it, or people start selling off at spot price for so they get out of it, okay? And then what ends up happening is, that's when the big whales move in, they start buying all that cheap Bitcoin you just sold to them. The opposite scenario of that is a bull trap. When we start pumping like crazy, then you got Tom, Dick, and Terry screaming, oh my God, we gotta buy Bitcoin, we gotta buy Bitcoin, you're gonna miss the train to $1 million. People start buying, and then that's when the whales come back in and they cut the legs off the ladder and wreck every one of us. So there's certain times to be aware of this, and when can we say, okay, this is not a bear trap, this is not a bull trap. In my opinion, I fully believe that if we close above this 21 weekly on Bitcoin, we no longer have to worry about the bull trap. I think we'll be golden as long as we bust through this area of resistance right here. And this is a pretty big area. This is on a weekly. It does not seem big, but each candle, guys, represents 1 week worth of trading. So that is a significant area of resistance. That's why I do think we probably will bounce around a little bit until we break above it and close above it. Was 37,038, went up more on pull side. I still wish I would have gotten my card, but I'm filthy debt. Yeah, the gas fees, man, are ridiculous. I cannot freaking stand it. Oh, Golden Wolf, he's calling his BlockFi wallet 401k. Well, Golden Wolf, not to like dox you too much about any of that, but your BlockFi card, how do you like it? Is it working well for you? Is it like the Coinbase card where you can put any of the assets that it holds and use any of them as purchase power? So basically, like Coinbase, I can move any asset that I'm holding over to the debit card, spend it like I would dirty fiat, and so on. I think right now I have it set up where I'm selling. If I do buy stuff with crypto, I'm buying it with Algorand, and I'm getting 4% back in XLM. So that's how I'm running it right now. But I don't think you can get cash back with Coinbase on very many things. I think it's only Bitcoin, XLM, maybe Litecoin. But I don't know. I've looked into BlockFi a little bit, but I don't have their debit card. We're going to scroll over to the daily. So on a daily perspective, the chart looks bearish. The daily perspective will give you a better understanding of the resistance that we're fighting against right now. This is the same box that we had on the weekly. One good thing that we have going for us, guys, is that we are above the 200-day moving average. Are the moving averages set up correctly for us to trade? Absolutely not. All my Patreon guys know that we are not trading the daily chart. It's no good. No good. You could have got a trade off the SMA, the script that I made with moving averages that tell you when bullish crossovers happen. Yes, you could have traded this. You could have traded this and you could have done well. But the risk is a lot higher for this trade to not work out, as it would be if the moving averages were set up right. That brings the risk way down on the trade. So you got to weigh your risk and ratio and the reward. And if it doesn't balance itself out and you're risking way more than what your reward is going to be, then you shouldn't be entering that trade. You just need to sit back, chill out. Patience, I say it a million times, patience is so freaking hard to learn in this space. You think you need to be in, you go in, you get out, you go in, and it's a fucking mess. So I'm telling you guys, be patient. That's right, see, he knows it. He knows what we're doing. One good thing about the moving averages is that they are converging towards that 200. So once this 21 gets back above the 200 and then the 50 gets back above the 200, we're going to be sitting exactly where we want to be sitting on the daily chart. And that's how we're going to trade them. What's really cool is when we get these bullish crosses, so when our slower moving average crosses under the faster, so our 21 is faster than the 50, so the 21 crosses over the 50, we're dumping and then we pump. So always look for the dump first, then the pump on these bullish crosses, vice versa on the bearish. So when the 21 crosses under the 50, it'll probably be pumping, then wait for the dump is usually how those will work out. Oscillator on the daily time frame is way oversold, and when I say oversold, or sorry, yeah, overbought. It's overbought, my bad. When I say overbought, you need to think of overbought, oversold areas. So overbought means I bought too much Bitcoin, it's time to start selling. So that's what we are right now. We bought too much already. It's time to start selling, taking profit. So far, we're using 200-day moving average as support. Why are we using it as support? Well, if we look over to the left, this is all old support right here. The box probably could come down just a little bit to match up with the support. So we're currently bullish, but it's not set up right for the daily time frame. Trade the weekly time frames or scalp trade on a lower time frame until the moving averages get set up right. But I definitely feel like we're gonna make it back above all-time high very soon, especially if we can get to close above that 21 weekly moving average. Would be awesome. My buddy Gundy, Litecoin been melting faces. I seen that it was up over $200 the other day, which is super badass. Makes me feel stupid for selling at 150, but and with Litecoin again on the daily, we are way overbought, you guys. And different from Bitcoin, we are not above the 200-day moving average. We're using that 200-day moving average as resistance right now. We did get a bullish cross. The 21 did get back over the 50 moving average, which is very, very good. We want to see that, but now we want them two moving averages above that 21, and that's or above the 200, and that's when we're going to flip full bull again. High speed miner, have you tested the 3060 Ti on Ergo? Now, see, I've been seeing lots about Ergo. I have not looked into it quite yet, but I see a lot of people that mine ETH are moving to that, so it must be something good. Gemini and BlockFi seems the simplest for me in Washington State. What up, Tanes? Glad you made it, brother. Like, I cashed out ETH when it spiked into GUSDT. I'll buy back in later. 7.5% APY. Wow. And yes, Golden Wolf, that is the best way to take your profits. I do the exact same thing. I'll take my profits and I'll move that shit where I'm going to be making interest on it until I'm ready to move it back into a trade. Like Phemex right now, they have cloud mining on there. So if you're trading on Phemex, link in the description, you guys will get deposit bonuses, and that deposit bonus, the more you deposit, the bigger your bonus is, and then you trade for free. Okay, so you can leverage trade, you can spot trade, you can take all your spot holdings and you can move them into the Bitflyer or Byflyer thing, whatever it's called. But all it is a cloud mining platform. And then you can move your assets into different cloud mining operations and get paid out in interest or mining profits. But it's basically like staking almost. But it's super badass, and a lot more of these exchanges are coming out with these implementations to do this. So if your money is just sitting there and it doesn't do anything for you, you're not utilizing cryptocurrency right. There's way too many vehicles in this space where it's super low risk for you to just put your asset somewhere and let it make money for you passively without you actually having to risk it. Like Celsius, Crypto.com I think is doing it now, but you can go on there and do loans. I know you can do loans on Coinbase as well. So it's pretty slick. You guys should never ever be holding something and it not be doing anything, just fluctuating with price. That's not the way to go. You should be putting that shit somewhere where it's going to earn you interest. I try to pick the ones where the payouts are every day, and the reason why I do that is because I don't know when I'm going to trade. I might trade today, I might not trade all next week, and then I might trade 10 times the week after. It all depends if the setup is there. If the chart says, hey, this is a good opportunity, that's the only time I'm going to trade. So I like the daily payouts for that reason. It sucks if you do one where it only pays out weekly, then halfway through the week you need that asset because you're ready to trade. You pull it out and you lose everything. You're not going to get credit for that whole half a week you had it in there, you know what I mean? So yep, staying ahead of the inflation. That's right, brother. Make your crypto work for you. And always remember, it's not dirty fiat. That's right, Oz. It should always be working for you guys, and they're making it easier and easier and easier for this to happen. So Coinbase offers quite a few different interest programs. Phemex, there is a ton of cloud mining things on there. Bybit has an interest portal, I do believe, where you can put some stuff in there and earn interest, so it's super badass. Bybit and Phemex are probably my top 2 favorite places to trade crypto, because you don't have to leverage, you can do spot, but I like to leverage trade. It's make a ton of money super fast. You can also get wrecked super fast too. So Litecoin is going to be bouncing off this 200 day at 191. I could have swore I've seen it somewhere else over 200. I could have swore it might have been on Binance. But anyways, we are fighting a ton of resistance. Let me get me box out here. And can even go all the way up into there. So we're right on the cuff with Litecoin, but we're way overbought. We've bought way too many. The oscillator did print the dot. It says, hey, it's time to start taking profits. Where are we going to look for to buy back in? We're going to look left on the chart. We're going to find the first decent area of support, and that's where we're going to put our buy orders at. And wouldn't you know, the 21 daily moving average is sitting right on top of a good area of support. This is why I stress to you guys to learn moving averages. Trading the daily, you may only trade 10 to 15 times a year. Trading the weekly moving averages, you may only trade 5 times a year. But those are the trades that you want to hammer down on. Those are going to be your most profitable trades. Scalp trading, I have not Oz, but we can do that. We can definitely look at some. Goblin, why can't you get loans? I know Coinbase is a bit expensive with the collateral you gotta have, but Celsius is pretty decent. Voyager you got a KYC on as well, but they have pretty decent loans, and they have where you can loan your assets out. So I do a lot of that, or used to do a lot of that when I was on Voyager. Their withdrawal process pisses me off too much. That was like 2 years ago when they came out, so they may have fixed that, the withdrawal thing. But yeah, being able to loan your asset out, then you're able to pick exactly how much percent of interest that you want back. You have debt that you have to repay. Alrighty, Oz, I will go over that. Can you post, are you able to post the link in the YouTube chat, Oz? Only because if I don't want to flip over to my Discord. I don't want to dox anyone. And actually, I think I might be doxing myself, because what I have pulled up on the last time I looked at it has my full government. Mikkel seen some stuff, and he sent me a picture of my full government, so I'm not flipping over to Discord right now. Hell yeah, Tech Man. I'm glad you like it, buddy. Oh, shit, guys. You know what I forgot to do? Damn fly. I forgot to mention that if you want any of this badass cryptocurrency swag, like this is the logo. This is not officially my Discord logo, but this is the logo we use in the Crypto Mentors Discord. You're only going to get this. I don't know if I can sit up here a little bit. You're only going to get this at dogelord.com. So, gotta check him out. I will play his promo here in a minute. And then tribute to our good fallen buddy, Savage. Got his mug right here. I also have his hoodie. I'm drinking the Doge Lord coffee inside of this cup. So you guys will definitely want to get over there. Check out his merchandise. This shirt's green, so I thought my green screen would F up, but it didn't. So it's pretty slick. One of my favorite shirts. Favorite mug, definitely. And the coffee is pretty badass. So you guys definitely want to get the coffee. Dex Guru. Okay, let me hit that. Bring it over here. Let's go to a 1-day chart. Ew! Some bitch is skyrocketing, huh? What do they do, Oz? What's the idea behind only? I don't know if, let's see what the moving averages say on here. We will just put the 21 and 50 on there. 21 is always purple, and our 50 is always blue. Why do I use these colors? I've been using them like this for years, and if you use the same color, then you can just look at your chart at a glance and you know exactly what is going on, which is which. Now, it has not got enough information quite yet to run those moving averages, so let me see if we can go down maybe to a 12-hour. It might pop them up. Oz, good support at 1,000,000 zeros, 22, down to 1,000,000 zeros, 198. Goddamn fly. Go to a 1-hour chart. That's what's hard about charting newer stuff. I mean, there's not enough info to really say, but it looks like it's steadily just been going up and up and up. So right now, Oz, a good scalp trade would be on this 1-hour time frame with this. And I'm not specifically telling you because I already know that you know what to draw here. And let's see here. So you could do something like this. Draw your little breakout triangle in here. We got a couple touches in there, so it's valid. Good support at that 50. Lower time frame, you guys, we don't look at the MAs. That 21 and 50 MA don't mean shit on a 1-hour time frame. Don't even consider the crossing and all that bullshit. Don't even look at them. 1-hour time frame is no good on moving averages unless you're using like a 1 or a 2. But look, it just jumped right out of my it just jumped right up there. So probably should have bought right here. A little late, but I bought in around, well then you're kicking ass, buddy. If you bought in, holy shit, Oz. Yeah, holy shit, dude, you're doing really good. I mean, it's crazy how much this fucking thing has went up. Yeah, you're killing it right now, bro. What up, Nemesis? What's up, brother? Miss the shit out of you guys. Yeah, you're kicking ass, Oz. That's awesome, buddy. Good for you. I don't know what they are. Yeah, next time you do something like that, hit the DMs, brother. Because you freaking killed that one. Oz has been our Patreon now for, I don't know, how long have you been on our Patreon group, Oz? It's been a minute. But he's picked up trading super fast. He's picked up the do's and don'ts, and he's able to look at charts and know exactly what to look for and the, you know, what sticks out the most, and he's doing very well, very well. So kudos to you for sure, brother. Great. He's already sold all of his initial investment and it all was profit. So good for you, man. Good for you. Love it when you guys are winning. That's what we're doing. We want you guys to win. Yeah, Golden Wolf, I had some personal stuff going on. I had to take a step back and reevaluate some things, and steadily easing my way back in here. It's been rough. I haven't really kept up too much with the crypto space and like the news and stuff that's going on. The time that I have had where I wasn't with the kids and doing other stuff, I have been learning how to put together the rig and all that good stuff. So normally when I do something like this, I gotta call Mikkel and Nemesis, and they have to like speak everything in retard language so I can understand. But they got me to the point where I can do a lot of stuff by myself now, so it's been cool learning, and the journey's been freaking awesome. Wish I'd have done it a long time ago. Since March you've been in. Yeah, I haven't been on Discord much, so I definitely missed it. If you posted it in there, I definitely missed it. Let's take a look at CCX, if it'll be on here. Yep, conceal. Wow. I have never, ever seen a money flow indicator wave look like that. That is some crazy shit there. Never have I seen something like that. That thing dropped all the way down to negative 418. That is crazy. Crazy. On the daily, conceal is testing that 21 moving average right around 3 zeros, 11. That's a big area of resistance that it's going to have to break through to get to that 21. If I was able to short sell this thing, I'd be putting my shorts up here at the 21 moving average. It's going to take a lot of volume for that thing to bust through. But you do have the oscillator all the way down here at the oversold. So like overbought, this is the opposite. Now we sold too much. It's time to think about buying. But you got to be careful. If you buy here, you want to sell at the 21 moving average, 000111. Right now we're at 40975. Yeah, so definitely be selling at the 21 or short selling if you can. That's right, Oz. That's right. That's exactly what I did. It was refreshing. Sometimes you just need to take a week or so off. I think I've been off almost a month. But it's good to take a little bit of time off, step back, reevaluate, come back in with a clear head. Definitely helps, for sure. Especially if you are making bad decisions of trading and you end up losing, which I did not do. I didn't make any dumb decisions. I didn't blow up any of my accounts or anything. It was just, personal life stuff. But hopefully we're getting her all figured out and good to go. Wasn't too worried about taking the step back, only because I know that the Patreon guys they've learned enough that they really don't need me, and that's the goal. That's what this whole thing is about. I want to teach you guys how to be the signal, teach you guys how to make your own trades and spot your own trades. You don't need to rely on me. You don't need to rely on a tool. You don't need to rely on a signal channel. Make yourself the signal. That's what I want for you guys. You should be able to look at a chart and be like, okay, we got a breakout pattern. This is what I'm setting up for. And then good to go. So I know all my Patreons were good to go. Sorry for any of the guys that weren't in the Patreon and you guys go off of the stuff we're posting in the public channels. Sorry for the absence. But all is well. We'll be back in there. We will be back in there. We'll see what it looks like on a weekly. Still looking like crap on a weekly. Nice trend though. It is trying to stair step its way up, making higher lows. That's always bullish. Oscillator, we do got heavy momentum coming down though. So it's very possible that it does like it did over here. We come down, we shoot up. We come down, we shoot up. And as long as we validate this trend line and we stay on it. How do we validate a trend line? Trend line has to have 2 to 3 hits to be a valid trend line. A trend line cannot have not one candle closed below it. As soon as you get a candle closed below a trend line, it is no longer invalid. That trend line then is now resistance. It is not acting as support like it is through here. Okay, so you can draw trend lines on anything, and that's how we kind of do our breakout trades. Basically what a breakout trade is a line of resistance and a line of support making a pivot point, and once you get to the end of the pivot, the price is going to pivot. Whether it's up or down is for you to be able to catch it and trade accordingly. That's why I teach everybody breakout trades. They are the easiest, most low risk way to trade. They're 80-20. If you don't know what that means, scroll back to a couple of my older videos. I talk about it on almost every one. So it's definitely nice to know how to do breakout trades. But this is probably a decent buying opportunity right now on conceal. So it would not hurt to probably pick up a little bit. And looking at the weekly, I mean, this is pretty much the floor of conceal. So can you, Mikkel, how are you buying this if you're still in here? How exactly are you buying it? I appreciate that, Oz. You have grown a great team here with DCA trading with a view. I appreciate you, brother. It's with you guys. Your guys' support is the only reason why we're around. So kudos to all of you that are here, support us, show up for the live streams, signing up for the Patreon. You know, all that stuff is awesome, and it supports us and makes it so we're able to keep going. So we all love and appreciate the shit out of every single one of you guys. Is there anything that you guys want to look at? Conceal, Mikkel. How are you getting it? Where are you buying it? I know you can GPU mine it. I could have swore Boss was telling me you could CPU mine it as well, but I could have been mistaken with a different asset. Who knows what I was thinking. Gonna look at BNB. Definitely interested in seeing what's going on with BNB. I'd like to chart it at the Binance US. So BNB, it's primed up for a freaking rocket right now. Definitely, Techman will definitely chart it. Where are you selling it at, Mikkel? If you're selling it. So 4 hours and 4 minutes left, guys, for the weekly candle close. Money flow indicator wave. This is a green wave. It is broken above zero. VWAP is broken above zero, and momentum is getting ready to break above zero. We had the orange wave clip off on the blue wave. We got the buy signal dot right here. And we are above that 21-week moving average. So in 4 hours, guys, if we close above that 21-week moving average, BNB is going to go higher. We do have great support right at the 21 and below. So if we're looking right here, we're just above it. So this is a pretty good area of support for BNB. If all else fails, 4 hours, we drop back under that 21 weekly, be looking to buy in this box. It would probably make more sense that if we do reject here and we start going down, this 50-week moving average will creep its way up and it'll be right in line with support. It's almost there now, so be a very, very good buy. Trade Gore to buy or sell. Sweet. I have an account from Trade Gore from the first day they opened up. What's up, Jason S? Appreciate you coming. Hot bit, he says, for conceal. Pretty good, pretty good. I don't think I have anything with Hotbit. I know I have Trade Ogre. I've never used it though, only because when they first came out, I heard a lot of scammy stuff going on, but they were brand new, and that was a couple years ago. So since they're still around, so they must be somewhat decent. Real small area of resistance on BNB right around 431 up to 631. I think it's very possible we're going to get back up there, especially if we close in the next 4 hours above that purple line. I'll be flipping full bull on everything on the weekly chart. I'm specifically going off weekly here, guys. So I'm going to be back to looking for long positions after 4 hours from now. Here recently I've been shorting all the pumps. There's a reason why we do that. It's easier to short than when price is bearish, and easier to long when we were bullish. You just have to know when we're actually bullish and when we're actually bearish. So like right here at current time, this could be a bull trap. We could reject here and the ladder get cut out and we fall all the way down to this box of support. Ooh, that's pretty slick. So he's not using Binance US then. Golden Wolf says one of his friends is mining unminable BNB directly to Binance web wallet, and then he buys cake. We're definitely going to take a look at cake too. If you guys don't know what unminable is, so there's tons of coins out there that you can't GPU mine, you can't CPU mine, but you can still mine them by going to unminable. You'll mine a coin that is mineable, and they'll trade it out for one that's not mineable. So in this case, he's mining something for BNB and then trading it for cake, which I have a lot of cake. I got like 10 cake and a DeFi on PancakeSwap right now, just compounding interest, earning interest for me, which is pretty slick because I'm not currently trading the cake, so might as well be making me money by sitting. Soul pumped hard today. Yeah, it makes me sick. I wish I'd have held on to that. I sold out way too early with Soul. We'll take a look at it though for sure. So we did get a bullish crossover, 21 crossed over this 200-day moving average. And as you can see, we're on the top box of this support right here. So as long as we stay here, we're in pretty good shape. Pretty good shape. Really close to a golden cross on the daily chart for BNB. 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. That is a golden cross. Looking over here at the DCA oscillator though, it is way overbought. It's telling us right here, printed a big red dot saying time to go down, take your profits. If we go down and we break back into the inside of this box, definitely be looking for the 21 or the 200. Right around 350 down to 340 would be my next buying opportunity. Why? We got support here and we got support over here, and it all is lining up with these moving averages. I might one day pocket change. The only way I could do it though is if I could just talk and then somebody was typing all the crap I was saying, because I'm a crappy typer. I'm a pecker. I just peck the buttons. We'll take a look at Ethereum Classic. Really pisses me off. It's taken forever. Most of these daily charts, you guys, are going to be in the overbought, so be expecting the small little corrections. A lot of them are going to be pretty small, because looking over at the weekly, because a lot of the assets, the charting almost looks the same on most of them as far as moving averages. So if we're just now peaking above the 21 moving average, we still have 4 hours to wait. And if we close above it, then we should be buying. We need to be buying. And then it's safe to put your stop loss underneath that 21 moving average and you'll be good to go. Let's see though, Ethereum Classic, we are hitting into a little bit of resistance here at $76. That's not that much. But I want to point this out to you guys because this is fucking humongous. So let's say you've seen this, and you don't even got to go all the way back here. You can draw it from right in here. So this is a broadening wedge. Okay, so it goes down, but then fans out at the bottom. Normally these are bullish. They break to the upside. So in this case, now this is back. I don't remember when I drew any of these breakout trades, but you can see how they worked. But if you would have seen this and drew this in and then played that breakout, you'd have done very well. Same with back here. This must have been my very last video we charted this. But you can see on this breakout trade, we come all the way down. This is a bull flag. Here's your flag post. This is your flag. And we had the 21 moving average right there. So it was like picture perfect. Like, you can't get trades better than this right here. This is where you hammer down and you bet the house, not financial advice. Well, this is where you put your heavy trades in, okay? So we get this nice breakout pattern and boom, we bounce right off that 21 here, and we did it again right here, and then moonshot. So if you'd have been actively trading that and caught that breakout, hell yeah. Same with this breakout over here. Almost the bull flag. A lot of people would consider this a bull flag. I just called a pennant. It's an ascending triangle. An ascending triangle, all it is your bottom trend line is riding up. Okay, these are normally bearish, and in this case it did work out. It was going up, be watching for the break to the downside. So as soon as it broke here, you went short. You did very good. Daily trades, I would have been looking at this 21 daily moving average, and I probably would have taken profit right there on my short, and then I probably would have missed all this. Being 100% honest with you guys, this is how I trade moving averages. I win them more than I lose them. If that, tell it to you like that. I win them more than I lose them. I would have made some profit here. I would have left a lot more profit on the table. But still, profit is profit, you guys. So whether you held for the whole drop or you got out here, you still made something. You could have drew another channel in here and did a breakout for the next play up. Nice gravestone doji. This is a gravestone. Normally, when you get a pump and then you get the gravestone at the top, you normally get the dump right after, which in this case it did not happen. But definitely be looking for a good buyback. Is going to be right around $64 to $60, right around in there. Yeah, Oz just dropped a link to Unmineable to DCA Discord under random referral links. So go in there, you guys, and hit that link. Sign up for Unmineable if you are interested in mining stuff that you can't just outright mine. Pocket change. What have you learned today? Pocket change. I'm wasting time and money not learning from Jay. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate the kind words. Hit the DMs anytime. I will definitely help you out, show you some tips and tricks, and get you on the right track, especially spotting these really, really easy trades and when you should be thinking about taking profit and stuff like that. So definitely hit me up. You guys don't have to be in the Patreon group to send me a message. I'm willing to help anybody. If you're trying to learn how to do this, I'd much rather just tell you and show you so you don't have to ride out the bumps in the road, because it can get bumpy. It can get very bumpy. You can lose a shit ton of money. Take it from personal experience. When I first started crypto, my wife would have divorced me back then. So take it from somebody who has a little experience. Oh, I got a cat. I got a kitten. Anybody know anything to keep your goddamn cat from ripping your computer off your table or getting stuck in your mining frame? This cat seriously was inside of here, inside of the mining rig. I don't know what the frick she was doing in there, but I got all these wires hanging out of here and stuff that she wanted to jump on and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So she's already pulled my laptop off. I got a new laptop. She pulled it off the thing and knocked it onto the floor. I'm thinking I'm going to have to take it apart and reseat the CPU. I think she knocked something loose because it's really laggy. The fucking thing's brand new. Like I don't know. I was outside one day and I was drinking coffee and I kept hearing this meow, and I look under my car and sure as shit there is a kitten hiding under my shock mount in my car. So now we have a kitten. Goddamn kitties. So Ethereum Classic, I'm going to be buying right back in at right around $60. I think I'll be putting some buys in. I'm actively still mining Ethereum Classic right now. I am going to be changing as soon as I can find some wallets or easier payout places. Like I might move to Ergo maybe and try that out for a little bit. Or I might even try Conceal. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to get with Mikkel and figure all that out. Make sure I have the right stuff to even do that. What are you guys looking at? Anything that we want to chart that you guys are holding? This we're gonna look at Cake on. Cake is one of my favorites. Ooh, we're getting a bullish cross right now on the daily for Cake. What happens on these bullish crosses? Normally they dump before they pump. Right here is a perfect example. We do have a dot, red dot here on the oscillator saying it's time to take profit or time to be looking for the short sale. And we are going down. If we keep going down, we got a nice ass area of support right in here. And look, it lines right up with the moving averages. Whoever would have thought? Yeah, that might be what it is, because she does that. She's always by it. Enclosed cased for the win. You know, Tech Man, I might have to do it. Get like a server case. The plan was to have 6 1050s on this mining frame. This was about 2 weeks ago. I had posted it for sale. I was just gonna sell it and then start over with bigger cards to make my hash rate better, because right now I'm getting like 21 mega hash on 3 1050s. I said earlier in the video, I think Raven difficulty went down because today I'm almost on my 3rd payout. I bet if I look, I probably already got it. Yeah, I just got my 3rd payout an hour ago. So 10.098 today, 10.22 today, and 10.22 yesterday. And the other one is still pending, and it's for 10.098. So that's the most I've gotten in one day so far off of 3, was 3 payouts. My normal is about 2, and then right into the 2nd day, as the 2nd day comes in, I get my 3rd one. So it's pretty close to 3 a day, 30 Raven a day, so that would be 10 on each card. So hopefully with another 3 cards, I'll get 60 a day. And that's running each card at 66 watt. What's crazy is the oldest one I have is the card Mikkel gave me, and it is outperforming both the other ones by a lot. I'm getting 1 more hash than the others, and my temperature is about half of what the other 2 are. So it's freaking crazy. Crazy. But it's fun to learn, fun to tinker with it. I sure do like when I fuck the overclock settings up and everything just shuts off. I've done that a bunch of times. Scared me the first time I did it. I thought I blew everything up. Look at Cake on the weekly, and again, like a lot of the other assets we just looked at, we are peaking above that 21-week moving average. We are at the middle of the oscillator, so it's got, I mean, this is a make or break. It can go way up, or it's going to go way down. Cake is at $20.66 right now. I have 10 of them on Pancake Swap right now doing compound interest. What up, Gundy? Miss you, brother. Glad you made it. Yeah, Pocket Change, you want to do stocks, or you're interested in any kind of stocks, jump into the Firstrade. It's an app that I use on my phone. What I would do is go sign up, take the free stock that they give you just for signing up. You don't got to put a single dollar in there. You'll get a free stock. I've gotten a Bowen stock. I've gotten a bunch of Ford, a bunch of, it's an electric company, I forget the name of it. But I got all kinds of free stocks. But what I would do is get that free stock and then trade it. Learn how to trade with the free money. And that's just like using Phemex or Bybit. They're going to give you a deposit bonus, and you can use the deposit bonus and just strictly trade the bonus. You don't necessarily have to trade the asset that you deposited. So good way. And then Bybit and Phemex also have test nets too, where you can go on and you can use Play Bitcoin, Play Ethereum, and you can trade whatever you want, learn the UI. Or you can DM me and we will set up a time. We'll get on a call and I'll run through everything with you and make sure that you understand, and that way you can take some of your profits. Instead of it being pocket change, it can be you know, you could be like Scrooge McDuck and be swimming in a vault full of Bitcoins. Steak cake. That's right, Oz. I'm staking the shit out of it right now. I bought cake back on Binance through HyperTrader, the one app I used to do before like Pionex and all that was out. I was using HyperTrader for their grid trading, or they call it ladder trading, where you're setting up grids and you're buying and selling at each grid. But I had like 150 cake, and cake was like $2 at the time. If I would have every piece of crypto from back when Bitcoin was sub 2K, I'd probably be a billionaire. Probably so. I try not to think about it. Makes me sick. So what you guys holding? What are we holding? What are we charting? You missed it, Gundy. I did already chart the Litecoin melting faces off. Dude, I swear to God, I seen it over 200 the other day, and when I just looked at it, the high was like 180, so I don't know where the hell I seen that. You guys remember Scrooge McDuck? Does anybody... I know there's a lot of younger people in here, but... For Penn, let's see here. Is it Penn National Gaming? If it's Penn National Gaming, yeah, I swear to God I seen it at 200, but I don't know where I seen it at, because I just charted it on Coinbase and I think it said the high was 180. I think DuckTales, that's right. DuckTales. What about Three Ninjas? Oh man. Back to the daily. Must be a pretty new asset I take. Let's see if I can switch to candles. It makes it a little bit better. Had a bullish divergence here. Money flow index wave is way down here. That's not right. It'll probably bounce off that 50-day moving average right around $72, and it'll probably reject there. Well, maybe not, because there isn't really anything there. So it'll probably break above the 50-day moving average, and then we're going to be looking for the rejection right around $76 for your profit. It looks like it's a newer asset, so I don't know. Try this one. Okay, so yeah, here's a little bit more info. We're getting ready to have a bullish cross though on the daily. You can see that 21-day converging to the 50-day. Real nice breakout trade right here. So you can draw this in here like that. You can go wick to wick, or you can go body to body. Whichever one you decide to do, stay with that. So always use body to body here, and on your support line, use body to body. Don't go wick to wick here and then body to body here. That's going to be an inaccurate pattern. Doesn't always screw you up, but it definitely can mess with your entry and exit prices. It's a little bit safer to just draw everything the same. So using the 21-day as support, looking very good. If you draw this in here and play the breakouts, it'll probably break to the upside. Just be looking for profit up here. So your first area will be right around 74, and then your next area is going to be around $76, $77. And by the time it gets up there, this oscillator then will be in the overbought area, and then you'll know. Beverly Hills Ninja, god dang, that is a good one. Beverly Hills Ninja. I may have to go watch that. I haven't seen that for so long. The Never Ending Story, all-time favorite. Don't know if you guys know that one or not. Atreyu and the big dog that flies. Oh man. Yep, always stay body to body or wick to wick. The only thing that'll make these trend lines not valid, so I'll give you an example real quick. I'll erase these ones off. Or first, okay, so let's say you draw this on your chart and you want to trade this. I'll see if any of my stock trading apps have this asset on it, and then I'll watch it and I'll do the trade and see how everything works out. And we'll zoom this up really big. Okay, so let's say that you are going to trade this. You want to wait for the breakout. Let me fix my line here. Damn it. There we go. Computers. Okay, so let's say you're going to trade this. So when this thing actually breaks, let's say it breaks above the pattern, so it comes up and it breaks above. This is where you're going to buy. You're going to buy right outside the pattern. Then you're going to come back inside about halfway and you're going to put your stop loss down here. So you're almost making like an I-beam type giddy up, if you want to visually have a shape in your head. But you're going to buy here and you're going to put your stop loss here. And then hopefully this thing will go up, it'll come down, test the trend line as support, validate as support, and then it's going to go to the next leg. If you draw this on here and you're trading it, and let's say it breaks the bottom, comes down here and breaks the bottom, you are going to buy right here, you're going to come halfway back up in the top of the pattern, and you're going to put your stop loss. Why do we go to the halfway to the pattern? Because these are 80-20% trades. So if the breaks the pattern on the bottom but then comes back to the pattern and comes back inside, it's going all the way through it. Does it every single time. Vice versa, so like if it breaks the top and then comes back down and inside the pattern, it's going all the way through it. It does it every time. 80% of the time you're going to win these breakout trades. 20% of the time you're going to get stopped out. That's why you got to put that stop there, because if you don't put your stop there, that sucker is going all the way through and it's going to kill you. Trend lines. So this is a valid trend line. You can have wicks that come below it. Got a big wick here. You can have wicks below it. When it becomes invalid is when you have a candle that closes below the trend line. So like, let's say you were trading this trend line, because this is actually a valid trend through here. So you're trading, all of a sudden this one breaks down below and boom, it closes below. Now look, none of the rest of the candles are running on that trend line because it is now invalid. It now no longer works. So always keep that in mind. If you're drawing trends, make sure you don't have no candle closes above or below. Holy flux. Should we look at flux? Flux to tether. Ew. And flux ain't going no higher than 15 cents, telling you guys that right now. At least not today. That is a freaking huge area of support. Or resistance. Well, it's old support, but it becomes new resistance, remember. So we can go up to the top here, and we can move that one to about right there. Is a bunch of good one. So I mean, it's bouncing right off of it right now. We are getting a bullish crossover on the moving averages on the daily. What happens? It dumps before it pumps. Look at what we got here. Oscillator's way overbought. So be looking for that correction. It's probably going to dump back down here to the 50 and 21 cross, right around 11-12 cents. Great buying opportunity. I wouldn't be super bullish until it gets past this resistance. Once this resistance is broken, there's nothing holding it in the way. So it can freaking rocket and go to the moon after it gets above this box. Well, I'm glad pocket change. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. Like I said, for real, do not be afraid to send me a DM and we'll get you set up and fixed up, and that way you're looking at the right stuff. I absolutely love it when you guys win, and it kills me when you lose. But that's it is making moves. Does anybody know why Flux is running? Was there something that came out, or is it just on the hype train from everything else? I am earning small amounts of Flux in my Zelcore wallet. That's where most of my mining profits go to, is the Zelcore wallet. Damn flies. Kitty, you're not doing your job. Kitty's job is to kill flies. Yeah, it's a pretty big area of resistance. I don't know if it'll show us anything on the weekly, really. Yeah, there's not enough info. Let's see about that one. Same there. XRP, it's been making moves. XRP is above the 21 weekly moving average. It's actually way above it. It got all the way up to 135. Small amount of resistance there. Small amount over here. I would expect it probably to break through that, you guys. The weekly moving averages are set up the way we need them. 21 on top, 50 in the middle, 200 on the bottom. Oscillator looking great. It just printed the buy sign down here yesterday on the 2nd of August. So that was last week, my bad, last week. It printed the buy signal. So now we have 3 hours, 35 minutes left for the closing candle this week. So any asset across the board, you guys, if we close above the 21 moving average. And how do you get that 21 moving average on there? I'm going to go through it real quick just to show you so you can get this put on your charts. You're going to go into your indicators and strategies, little FX indicators tab. You're just going to type in MA. Make sure you're on built-in. Type in MA. Go down to moving averages. Click it 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Go into your settings, your little cogwheel. You go up to your moving average. You're going to hover and go to your cogwheel. Your first one for your input, you're going to put 21. Then you're going to go to style. You're going to make that 21 purple. Then you're going to go down here and click the 3rd line to thicken that thing up. Click OK. Click yes. And then boom, you got your 21 moving average on there. Or you could just say, screw all that stupid shit and come get the DCA SMA crossover script where I did all the work for you. So you just turn the script on and it puts your 21, your 50, and your 200 moving average on there. And it even prints crosses and tells you when the bullish cross happens, when the bearish cross happens. The reason why I made the script is because I was tired of doing the thing I just showed you and having to set it up every time I was charting. So this was the way to do it. I'll just blame you when I lose. And pocket change, I mean, you're right, because if we look back at history of Bitcoin, you could have bought the top of every single run and been in money right now. Well, not this last 60,000 run, but everything before that, you could have bought the tippity tip top of the bull run and you would have still made money. But we want to teach you how to maximize that in between times. You stack sats a mile long, you know what I mean? Oz, I seen this cool video where this guy tied a rope to his mower and then he tied it to a post in the middle of the yard and then turned on the self-propelled and just let it mow in a circle all by itself. And it wrapped itself up to the very end and shut off. It's worth checking out, man. Then you don't have to adult that much. Or you can do what I do. Last summer, my neighbor, I seen him out fertilizing his yard, so I'm like, oh man, that's I need to do the same thing. I ended up doing some stuff for him, and he wanted to pay me, and I was like, well, just get me a bag of fertilizer. I didn't read the bag, and I put the whole bag on my yard, and then the next week I didn't have to mow the grass for the rest of the summer. I burnt all of it. It was a flippin' baseball field, I swear to God. But I appreciate you for coming, brother. Have a good day. Wasn't that a funny video, Pocket Change? Oh, look at that. Raven payment processed. Well, hell yeah. So now I'm up to 71.46 for 3 days. And I'll get one more by the end of the day, so it'll be 80. It's not bad for 3 days with 3 cards, I don't think. Oh yeah, what really sucked about it was after I spread the fertilizer, then I read the bag and was like, oh shit. I put like 20,000 square feet of fertilizer on a 2,000 square foot yard. Oh, it was awful. I was out there at like 11 o'clock at night with the hose, spraying all the little white pebbles down because it made my yard sticky. So my neighbor walked through my yard and he's like, what the fuck did you do? I was like, that was the goddamn fertilizer you gave me. But it tore my yard up. Now this year the grass grew back in some spots, but I still have a baseball field in one corner of my yard. It looks awful. I mean, I went from a nice pedicured lawn to having nothing. Nothing. I'm glad I didn't try to be helpful and, you know, swing wide and fertilize some of the neighbor's yard. They'd have been a little pissed at me. I'm rocking the Still weed eater. I got a curved shaft. I don't like curved shaft very much. I like the straight shaft. Turning favors into gains. Love it, Gundy. But if you guys don't have anything you want to look at, we're gonna go ahead and jump off here. But if you guys got something you want me to chart real quick, post it and we'll take a look. But if not, I really appreciate you guys coming, and it's been a while, so it feels good to come back and have a video. Thanks for coming, Crypto Beto. Appreciate you. Hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Oh, my stop loss has been hit on my Bitcoin short. Stopped out in profit, guys. That must mean Bitcoin's maybe trying to rebound for a move up. I was shorting it. I was like 200 and some % in profit. I put that in. I shorted it last night. Yep, she's trying. She's trying. Remember, guys, 3 hours, 28 minutes. Check out all the assets you're holding. If they're above that 21 and we close, keep holding. If we fall below the 21 on any one of those assets that you're holding, sell it. 3 hours, 30 minutes. Sell it. I promise you'll be able to buy back in a little bit lower. Appreciate you, Gundy. Appreciate you. Speaking of necks, I've been fighting vertigo very bad here in the last few weeks. Went to a chiropractor because I heard they could adjust you and get the crystals aligned in your ears. Because what happens is you've got crystals that grow and fluid spins. One way it will spin this way, the fluid in this side will spin the other way, and that's where your equilibrium comes in, and that's how you stay balanced. Well, somehow I got fluid stuck on one side of my head and stuck on the opposite side over here, so it makes me very dizzy. I see tracers. I go to the chiropractor and he basically told me my neck's broke. I went in for dizziness and came out with a broken neck. So now I gotta go see the chiropractor 3 times a week for the next 8 weeks to try to get my vertebrae. I got 6 vertebrae facing the wrong direction, and every one of the discs in between those vertebrae are gone. So we're going to try to straighten the neck, and then after we get it straight, then I got to go for therapy to make the muscle strong enough to keep my neck in place, to hold where we got it put. But I'm thinking it's going to end up happening to, I'm going to have to get surgery. If I ain't got no discs in there, making my neck muscles stronger isn't going to do shit. And as he adjusts me, I get even worse and worse and worse as far as pain, because now I'm getting gaps. Because right now my vertebrae are all smashed together, it's pinching all my nerves, and that's why I don't feel it. But now as he's getting me where I'm supposed to be, I'm starting to feel it, and it sucks. Yeah, smash a thumbs up, appreciate y'all. And that's right, Gundy, I would not wish vertigo on my first kid's mom. Oh man, and that's telling you something too, because she is evil. Yes. But I appreciate everybody for coming. Hit me up in the Discord. You need any help, you want to set up a trade, you need something charted, looking to buy something, you don't know exactly if it's the right time. Seriously, hit me up. I will be more than happy to help you out and tell you what I would do. With that being said though, guys, make sure you get over to dodeboard.com. Check out the stuff he's got. He's got all kinds of new coffee, all kinds of good stuff going on. Here is the promo. Much love, everybody. Have a great weekend. I will talk to you all Tuesday. I will be with Mikkel for the D5 Madness show, so tune in Tuesday, and have a good week.